the efforts of the current administration, the Indian rupee trade has started with Russia. Now it has moved to some African countries, even Southeast Asian countries. Do you see this gaining traction? Because that changes.
Of course, there is a lot of interest. There are, of course, periodically reports in the media saying it's yet to play out and so on. But when you get into nitty-gritties, people do want to convince themselves. But in principle, all of them are agreed. And in some, it has already taken effect. And some others, they're getting into details to work it out. But I think the framework has been well received. And there is a lot of interest for people to, or countries to, get onto that board. Iran is one other you've missed out on, say.
Yes. So that process has started.
Yes.
Madam Minister, you've always said that budget is not the only forum on which reforms are done, and we've seen the administration has taken out series of reforms outside the budget. But in the run-up to the election cycle, 15 months away since the countdown has started, how will you maintain a balance between reform and populism?
I thought I'll be the last person to whom this question will be asked. I have not even yielded to the temptation. So you shouldn't ask me this question. In fact, I've shown my intent of not moving in that direction at all.
So, Madam Minister, the fear of freebies is unfortunately coming back, whether it is the old pension scheme or what is essentially happening to the state of Punjab, free electricity. That could change a lot of assumptions and calculations this year. Would you agree with that?
I'm yet to find that debate taking a fully informed set of facts on board and then move forward. So debates, particularly on money matters, cannot be on impressions. It cannot be on the impression of the current dispensation of the government. It cannot be on the impressions of current fiscal position. You have to be conscious that these are things where the next 2 generations of Indians can be affected. Just as where we are today, earlier generations had laid the foundation. We don't forget that. So a conscious call will have to be taken, but not just by one, but also by everybody, because it has an impact on India's fiscal. Keeping that fact in mind, you just can't be so buccaneer on these sort of things. So I would think quick decision making, speedy decision making cannot govern here. This has to be a considered decision with facts in your hand, not of facts of today, but facts of what is going to happen to your future generation. So we have to be careful.
I'll not extend my appointment beyond 3 more last questions. This is the Amrit Kaal.